fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Like 80.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Quarter.
Rush in.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
36. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Take both of them.
Slam.
He'll try and run for it with Conner. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 21-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. Tight dog. Switch.
They'll look to run with counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey.
Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch out. Pilot, 64, weak.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. This one to Foster Moreau, the rookie from LSU. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
On first and 10 is counter. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a second and 8 forthcoming. On second down, it's Connor, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Take both of them.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, Cincinnati.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A toss play to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dalton, 1st and 10. Out left to Anderson. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
2-by-2. Move.
Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Another chance for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. This will be Dalton again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Take 2 of them.
They'll run here with counter. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Sean Williams had time in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, high 7.
Check 52 the most.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check curls.
7-7.
Mike 52.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Here's counter. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Check 99. Check hot route. Hot.
Snickers, 66.
Check four, check four. Begin, begin, begin.
Black and third.
On third down, it's Connor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight,
Here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Easy. Focus.
Here's Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw here, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Dalton to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacks Yes, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
This is Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's get there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. And Eifert has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the toss, Mixon. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Intended for Foster Moreau. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Breaks a tackle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington with the catch, middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
Black 20.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Black is third.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hatch it. Hatch it.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Ready? Black 30.
52. 52's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Black is third.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1st down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This is brought in at the 21. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57's right. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, 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 check.
Now Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Connor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Connor trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
White 80.
Come on. 2 times. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Watch 30.
Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Big Ben going to take it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Toss play, Connor. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals' 3-yard line.
Like 30.
You don't want it?
Hey.
Pick up the ball.
You good?
Kill. Say.
Connor on the toss play. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Double tight. 4 down.
They toss to Mixon. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Keep playing hard.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mixon with it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Big spot. Andy Dalton. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Hey, let's
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut.
He'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Mike, here we go. 180.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.